And then some.
I need this.
Hey, B.
What are you trying to do?
It was under a pen.
Yeah, I know. I did that on purpose.
Oh, he snatched it. They said they abused me. Children's. Older kids. So, how y'all doing today? Y'all all right? All right. So y'all remember?
Yeah, I create some space so people can walk in. People come in.
Yeah. Slide door. Shabbat Shalom. How y'all feeling today? No, I feel like it. Good or real good?
Good.
How y'all feeling real good? What's up? Having a good day today?
Yeah.
So you got the fresh haircut, you looking fresh.
I got the better one.
You got the you got the better one. Okay. You picked your own design out? Who cut your hair?
I.
You picked your own design out? Don't listen to him. They're both good. All right.
I told everyone to pick one, but they want to do it. They say good.
Wait, say it again. What you said?
My daddy said it is.
That yours is better?
He said. But I like both of them.
Oh, yeah. Both are nice.
And I said, I told you. Mine's better. The reason why I don't like the song.
Both of y'all's is good. I like both of them. Okay.
Not a cloud.
Good looking at. So we've been dealing with like friendships and all that different type of stuff, and not talking about people and all that, right? So we're gonna kind of move along them same lines, but I need some volunteers. Are you a volunteer already? Okay. So, is it good to always be by yourself?
No.
No? Why?
Because you feel lonely.
Because you'll feel lonely. Okay, I like that answer. That was a good answer. What's another reason? Because you'll feel lonely. What's another reason? It's not good to always be by yourself.
You get bored. You don't have nobody to talk to.
You get bored. I don't have nobody to talk to. Okay. What about other stuff like work? Is it always good to work alone? Most of the time?
Because you might wake up people who won't try to do the work.
Because you'll do what now?
You don't want to, maybe you sometimes go work with some people who don't want to do work and want to play around.
You work with some people that don't want to do the work and try to play around. That's a good one. What's another reason why it's okay to work alone? No other reason? What's a reason that you would need somebody to help you with work? You don't know how to do something?
It's like kind of hard.
Or if it's kind of hard? Okay. Khalid, come here. I need you real quick. Huh? If you don't know the word? Okay. Let's do this. All right. I think that's heavy.
No.
Not heavy, right?
Oh,
All right, put it down. Hold on. So, you just picked that up, no problem, right? Got a little heavy, like, right? Do that mean you're not strong? If it got a little heavy for you? That don't mean you're not strong, right?
I am.
You are strong. I know you're strong. Okay, so what if I told you to pick that up and walk it all the way to the door back there without dropping it? Could you do it?
I could. No.
Hold on.
Let me pick somebody. Somebody.
No, wait. Do you think you can do it by yourself? You do it? Think you can do it by yourself?
Boy, I slim you.
Okay, we ain't going there. Sibling rivalry. You don't leave that alone. You think you can take it back there by yourself?
I can.
Hold on, step to the side.
Me too.
Come here, come lift it up. Wait, I didn't say take it, brother. No, you think you can take that back there by yourself?
Yep.
And bring it back?
Yep.
Without dropping it?
It's
It's getting a little heavy, huh?
like give me some beef.
Getting a little heavy? Just sit there for a minute. Oh.
That's not fair.
Getting a little heavy yet? I still light to you, huh? I don't know.
I want to do it.
All right, put it down. Put it down.
I want to do it.
Come on.
First of all, you're going to say yes. I'm next. Yeah, next.
How that feel? A little heavy?
No, sir.
I think you're the only person that was honest with me. So it's a little heavy?
Yeah.
Do you think you can take it down there and bring it back by yourself? Probably?
Yeah.
All right, put it down.
What is those? Yeah, how you gonna do it? But you got more than that.
That's a smart man. All right, put it down.
I bet you can pick up the whole
Now.
house.
Go ahead, try it.
No. She gonna come do that.
All right. So everybody was able to pick it up, right?
Yeah. Except this guy.
He picked it up. Okay. Now, Kylie, come back over here.
No.
Come on over here, Jordan. Come on. You get on that side.
Okay.
You stay right there. You pick this up from here. And you pick it up from there. Pick it up. Is it lighter than when you picked it up by yourself? It's not lighter?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, if you put two hands, if you lifted it up with one hand by yourself, could you do it?
No.
No. Okay. Put it down.
And if I did, I would have.
Now, do y'all think you're a savage? What's up with this brother, man? Everyone said he a savage, man. Okay. Do y'all think that together y'all could take that down there and bring it back?
Yeah, if you don't drop it.
What about if you drop it?
I won't.
Okay. So,
No,
is it
son.
better to have two people working to do that or just one?
I can do it all by myself.
Oh, man.
Two. You barely teamwork.
Two because teamwork, right?
Yeah.
What you think?
They can do it.
You think they can do it? Why do you think they can do it together as opposed to one by itself? Because they both was lifting it up, right? It made it easier, right? What you think?
Why they can do it? Because they're working together, both their strengths are using it to pick it up.
Okay.
I got most of it anyways.
Oh, man, this
Stop
brother.
saying it.
Good. All right. I don't need y'all to take it. I understand. Y'all can take it and bring it back. That's fine. Open your Bible up to Ecclesiastes chapter 4.
Use my Bible.
Yeah. Ecclesiastes chapter 4. All of that exercise was to bring y'all to this point. Yes.
I need what?
I said that exercise that y'all just did was to bring y'all to a certain point that we're about to go over. Ecclesiastes chapter 4. So, for those out there that don't know what they were trying to lift up, they were trying to lift up a speaker. That's what they were lifting up, a speaker. Yeah, chapter 4. So some of these brothers was not being honest with me because they was like, "Oh, it's light. It's light." Okay, Ecclesiastes chapter 4, and let's pick it up. At verse 9. Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 4. We're gonna pick it up at verse 9. You there? You there?
Yeah.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Okay, we just waiting on one. All righty.
What chapter you said?
Ecclesiastes chapter 4. We're gonna pick it up at verse 9.
Verse 9. I thought you said chapter 4.
Hmm?
I thought you said chapter 4.
I did say chapter 4. Chapter 4, verse 9. You there? Good? Okay. So
What the Bible?
it says, two are better than one. We just found that out, right? Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. So if one of y'all would have just took it back there, right? Like Khalid, Mr. Strongman, and tried to bring it back, you probably would have dropped it, could have broke it, hurt yourself, right? That's not no good reward, right? But if two of y'all together, y'all work together, y'all have this companionship where y'all can work together, y'all could have took it down there and brought it back, no problem at all, right? Now, it's the same way when you're dealing with this word, right? It's not going to always be easy by yourself when you're at school and you got people that believe in something else and they believe in doing wrong. It's not going to always be easy when you by yourself to actually uphold that which is right, right? So it's good to have other people that's around you that believe in what you believe in order for them to help you along the way, right? Verse 10, it says, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. So let's just say y'all working, I mean, y'all can use this for example again. So if both of y'all taking it back to the back and bringing it to the front and somebody fall, y'all can put it down and you can help your companion up or your fellow up, right? But imagine if you was working out in the woods, right? You out there chopping down trees, right? And you cut a tree down and they fall the wrong way and they fall on your leg. And you by yourself. Nobody out there with you to do the work. What happens? Leg gonna be broke. What'd you say? You could probably die.
I was scared for this one. You gonna get hurt.
You'll be hurt.
Can't get up.
Can't get up.
You can't move.
Can't move. Right.
You can't get
So you'll be stuck in this particular place because you had nobody else with you to help you with the work. Nobody else with you that can help you that had a like mind like you with chopping these trees down. So you decided that you could do it all by yourself. Right? So I'm gonna ask y'all again. Would you rather take this back there by yourself or would you rather do it with somebody else? Somebody else, right?
I bet I could figure it out.
Go to, he keep on saying he gonna keep. Let's go to Amos, the book of Amos, chapter 3. Amos, chapter 3.
I read the Bible.
Okay. Amos, chapter 3. And we're going to pick it up at verse 3. Now, what happens if you just go and get a random person and you want them to help you with the same thing that I just told y'all to do, right? and you like, huh? Amos chapter 3. And they say, well, I want to take it outside in the back and then bring it back up here. Is that what I asked y'all to do? No. So even though y'all working together, are y'all really working together? Right? Y'all there? It's Amos 3:3. It says, can two walk together except they be agreed? Except they got the same mind, right? So if you want to take it to the door and bring it back up here, but they want to take it outside and bring it back in here, can y'all really work together? Can you?
Yes.
How? Y'all gonna split it in half? One person take that side out there and bring it. Can y'all work together? How? Okay, how do you?
You have to chop it in half.
You gotta who?
You have to chop it in half.
You gotta.
That would have been broken.
If you want to work together, you gotta chop it in half. So is that actually working together? And then it says when they work together, they have a good reward. So now when you bring it back, and you bring me my speaker back, right? And my speaker is chopped in half, it's broke, right?
Yeah.
So what did y'all work together? No. Right? You just broke my speaker. That don't even nothing that I wanted accomplished got accomplished. Right? So this is what happens when you cleave to people that don't necessarily believe in doing the same thing that you believe in. So if you're in school, right? Again, we're using some of your friends, right? Your friends want to spit paper balls at the teacher. You ever spit paper balls at your teacher?
No.
I don't know, brother. You making that face. You ever spit paper balls at your teacher?
No.
Y'all got friends that might spit some paper balls at the teacher? Yeah.
My friend Dad, he always be getting reds.
He always what?
He always be getting reds.
So
I know.
when he want to go spit paper balls at the teacher, should you join him? Because that's your companion. We work together. We should spit paper balls at the teacher together. Because what's gonna happen?
You're gonna get in trouble too.
You both gonna get in trouble. So if he want to go spit paper balls at the teacher, what you supposed to do?
Tell him to stop. Tell him to stop.
Tell him to stop. And what if he don't want to stop? Tell the teacher. And what if he still want to do it? What do you do?
Be in the office.
You go stand by him while he spit the paper balls at the teacher? What are you gonna do? You remove. No, you don't
Take
take.
him home.
No, you don't take him home. You remove yourself from that person. Make sense? Ah, there you go. There go the light. Right? You step away. Let's go to the book of Psalms 119, huh? I didn't say you necessarily have to stop being friends with them on that one thing, right? But what if they keep on doing stuff that's bad in that way? What do? If you keep separating yourself from this person, how good of friends are y'all gonna be? Not that good. Right? Because y'all don't agree on what to do. If you agree on doing good and he don't agree with doing good, and y'all got to separate yourself, then y'all not really going to remain friends for that long, right? Because y'all got two different mindsets. Y'all got two different ways of thinking. Okay?
What did you say?
Psalms chapter 119. Psalms 119? Y'all read the whole chapter? That's what's up. A lot of wisdom in Psalms chapter 119.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. What if your friend talk back to their parents? Got to separate yourself. Right?
Well, what if you don't live?
Huh?
What
What if you don't live with them?
How you supposed to know if they talking back to me?
If you see it,
I have
you go to your friend's house
no.
sometimes.
I'm going over here over today. Today I'm going over here after this.
If you see your friend talking back to their parent, what would you do? What should you do?
But what if you don't have a bike?
If you don't have a bike, brother, I just asked you, what would you do?
How about you do something at that point?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
I got a question. That goes for like now that I'm mature, like my best friend, my cousin. If they don't want to do right and be in the truth, but they still do things of the world, I can't hang out with them no more.
So the thing is this: the things that they don't do right or whatever have you, does it go against the scriptures?
Yeah, but I indulge in them when I go. I like to try to talk positive and speak the word to them, but I don't indulge with them.
Right. So let's just say,
A cow.
I don't want to say that around the kids.
Well, how do you say
Let's do this. Let's let the scriptures talk. So you always got to be a light, right? To people that are in darkness. But trying to give a good example here. Okay.
Where is
So, say you have a family member, and they always start to
Getting drunk, getting high.
yeah, all of the above, music, drinking, but you want to go over there and visit them with your people, your family. Even though you get it, you don't stay as long as you go over there and hang out with them for a minute. That's why I have to separate my people completely.
If as long as it's not influencing you. For example, like are there times that you can go visit when they ain't getting turned up?
Probably not. I'm getting early in the morning. That's my mom.
The thing about it is it's all about influence. Either you're gonna influence them or they gonna influence you.
But as long as they're not influencing me to do wrong, then it's okay to go
Right.
around.
For example, like if my cousins want to go to Ace of Spades, right? And you see me pulling up in the parking lot of Ace of Spades. The first thing you're gonna think about is this dude teach the word. What is he doing? Right, I'm telling that, right? So imagine, it's basically like what Paul was talking about a couple weeks ago. If you watching one of those scenes on those movies, and the father came, and he was looking at you, would you turn it off, or would you keep watching it?
I was messaging and I was like, I'm trying to tell them. At that moment, like if he caught me over there with my people or with my cousin at that moment, I tried to tell him. I would be like, I ain't with him. I was like, I would not.
Is that what you're doing when you go over there?
All the time.
Well, you got.
But they tell me until I become too much, and I know when I'm.
Then it's time to go.
Because I don't stay as long as I used to stay anymore. Now I know kind of when the hole is, when the hole is, I know what it is.
That's like what Mashiach was doing. When he would go around amongst those people, he's not going just to hang. He ain't going just to chill. He going to say, look, this ain't this. It's a better way than this. Y'all ain't got to deal like this. Boom, boom, boom. If they don't want to hear it, yo, man, I ain't trying to hear that. All right, it's time for me to go. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Y'all good?
So they say it's not me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because we say, blessed is the man that walk not in the counsel of the ungodly. You know what I'm saying? So it says, we go into Psalms 119 and verse 63. This verse might actually help too. Psalms 119, verse 63. Psalms 119, verse 63. Because I'll never tell you to just stay away from your family. You can't choose your family. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I think it's talking about. I don't know. But that's what's been bothering me. And I'm like, I don't know if I can come around, like, can't come around, like, you in that mode.
Verse
Because I know that's one.
verse what? Verse what?
63. So, like, this is some of the stuff I tell my wife. Like, sometimes you have to show a strong disdain for something in order for people to change or to understand that you're not okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, with my family members that are that way, right? I can't be around them all the time because I don't want them to think that I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, even if I'm saying, yo, man, you gotta stop being like, man, you keep, you know what I'm saying?
And that's where I'm at right now. That's like, you go out with you don't even, you're not who you're supposed to be. Like, you want to dress up. And now I'm starting to feel a little convicted behind it because I don't want to know how to be like, well, you know what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, that's one of them battles that's within you. That you only you gonna know the right way because you know what the word says. Only you gonna know when it's like, okay, it's been enough. I done did enough talking, this, that, and the third. Because if you feeling convicted, the conviction ain't coming from just regular stuff. The conviction is coming from the Ruach. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like my mom, she worked at NGM for almost 20 years. And she had to work with pork and, you know, this, that, and the third. Now, it was her conviction that made her leave that job. You know what I'm saying? Like, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was doing wrong by working with it and cooking it and doing this and doing that. She couldn't shake it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what people will say, oh man, you know, you can do this, you can do that. She was like, no. It's just the Most High is telling me I need to get up out of here. And that's the decision she made. It was a hard one. It was financially hard. It was the whole nine, but that feeling of conviction that she had, it would have went. You know what I'm saying? Psalms 119, verse 63. Y'all let me know when y'all make it there. Let me look at this right quick. Okay. Y'all there?
Yeah.
You there? I'm taking a book to the back. Okay, I'm gonna just read it. Psalms 119 at verse 63. It says, I am a companion of all of them that fear you. Yo, Psalms 119, verse 63. You good? Good. You there? Come here. Let me see. Oh.
That's good. Don't laugh.
All right. So verse 63. So this Psalm's 119 right here, right? And that's verse 63. So you see how you do it? You look at the big number, boom, then you go find a small number. Big number, small number. Yeah, 119, small number is 63. Yeah.
How do you do it?
There you go, right here. All right. Big number, small number. All right. Right there.
Okay.
All right. All right, it says, I am a companion of all of them that fear you and of them that keep your precepts. What y'all think that means? It says, I am a companion of them that fear you and keep your precepts.
One of them that fears the Most High, and I hang out with people who want to learn about scriptures.
Well, what does the word companion mean? Companion? Companion don't mean follow the law. The word companion. What do you think the word companion means?
Friend?
A friend? What else? Kind of. So it says for companion, it says knit together or united, right? When you think of two people being united, what do you think about? Hanging out together, being close, right? Like that's my homie. That's my, like, when people will say that's my best friend, right? When you think about somebody saying that's my best friend, what come to mind? What is a best friend? Somebody you can always what? Somebody you can always count on. Somebody you can trust. Somebody that what? What you say? Your favorite friend, right? So your favorite friend should be somebody that you can trust, somebody you can count on, right? Somebody that's going to always be there for you, right? So according to what this is saying, it says my companion or my best friend is going to be the person who fears the Most High and keeps the Most High's precepts or his commandments. Why is that? Why should your best friend be somebody that keeps the commandments and fear the Most High? Why should that be?
They try to influence you to like do bad.
Because your best friend is going to influence you in one way or another, right? So if they are a person that fear the Most High and keep the commandments, what they going to always influence you to do? Fear the Most High and keep the commandments, right? At the end of the day. But if you have a best friend or somebody that you're united with that's not fearing the Most High and keeping the commandments, what are they going to influence you to do? To not fear the Most High, to not keep the commandments, right? So we got to make sure that when we choosing a companion, or that when we have a companion, that we first agree that what's most important. Fearing the Most High and keeping the commandments, right? That's important, right? But now what happens if you have a friend that keeps the commandments and fears the Most High, but you're always putting them down. You're always making them feel a certain type of way, right? You make them cry.
Who makes that?
In a bad way. Like how y'all do with each other sometimes. Trav, no. Right? So,
Mr. Teddy Bear.
how does the Most High look at that? If you have a friend that keeps the Most High, that fears the Most High and keep the commandments, right? But you always put them down. It's not somebody in the world. It's somebody that fears the Most High and keep the commandments. You don't treat them like how you should treat a companion. You're not always there for them. Not your best friend? Okay. What else?
Trust.
You don't trust him? Okay. How you think the Most High look at that?
One thing is that you don't care about them, but they trying to keep the stability.
So like, Khalid, well, you told your brother, that's why my haircut better than yours. That's why I'm stronger than you. That's why I be dropping you. Right? What if that made him feel a certain type of way? What if that made him feel like, man, my brother keep on saying this stuff about me? He keep doing it? That make you feel like that sometimes? You want to, don't punch him in the face. Knowing that he feel like that, should you change that? That you offending your brother, should you change that? Hmm?
Yes.
You think you should?
Yes.
Why? You don't know why?
No.
Because what? It's not about punching him in the face. Why?
Say I got a ball face.
Okay, let's go to Matthew 18. Let's look at something that the Messiah said. Matthew chapter 18, and we're gonna pick it up at verse 6. Y'all be serious, because this is serious. What we about to go to, this is serious. Matthew 18 and verse 6.
Matthew 18, verse 6.
Remember, we're talking about people that believe in the Most High, people that keep the commandments, right? Because according to the scriptures, these is the people that you're supposed to be united with, that you're supposed to be knit with, right? That you're supposed to be close to, because they're going to compel you to do things that make you keep the commandments, right? Verse 6.
Found it.
Found it? Hallelujah.
Chapter 18, verse 6.
Mm-hmm. You trying to read that for me, brother? Go ahead and read that for me. Who's that, BJ? I know you. What you got for me, BJ?
Daddy.
Okay, so Matthew 18 and 6. All right. All right, so let's see what happens. Okay, one second. Matthew 18 and verse 6, it says, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, remember we were just talking about you're supposed to be companions and friends with, you just read it? Right? So it says, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it is better for him to have that a millstone were hanged about his neck and that he was drowned in the depths of the sea. Of the sea. What do you think that means? He said it's better. He's saying that it's better for you to be drowned in the sea by a millstone. You know what a millstone is? Anybody know what a millstone is? You ever seen one of them old commercials where they had the big rock and they like chiseled it and it turned into like a tire, kind of? Right? Hold on one second.
No.
1 second.
Okay.
Okay, listen. So it's a big, giant circle stone, right? Very, very heavy. Very heavy.
Is it little?
No. It's big, huh? If you put it on and you go in the water, you ain't getting it off of you. They're putting it around your neck. You see how I got this necklace on? Instead of it being this necklace, it's going to be a big stone. It's probably as big as you on your neck.
Can you just run on scripture a little bit more? That's meaning like.
If Giants was real, can the Giants if Giants was real, can you get a giant off of you?
Can you get a giant off of you?
What is wrong with you that rock off of you if the Giants are real?
Okay. Hold on one sec, because he actually gave an example. In a minute. Jump over to Matthew chapter 17. And hold on one second.
17. Open the door. Fuck you. What you say? You said that a bad word. What, didn't Dad, I didn't even say a bad word, so it could be quiet. What did you say? Daddy, he just said a bad word. No, yes, you said a bad word before. No, I didn't. Be quiet, boy.
You said a bad word, Carly?
Yes. No, I didn't. Yes, he did. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I
Sit down. Hey, cut it out. If you did, don't say it again.
I didn't even say a bad word. They think I
Okay,
did.
if you didn't, that's okay. If you didn't, that's okay. But if you did, listen. If you did not say it, don't worry about it. But if you did, don't say it again. Understand? You understand?
Yes.
All right. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. That's not funny. Matter of fact, let's do chapter 18 and verse 1. It says, at the same time, the disciples whom Yeshua saying, who is the greatest in the kingdom of Shamayim? Chapter 18, verse 1.
Where it says chapter 18?
Mm-hmm. You ready? At the same time came the disciples unto Yeshua, saying, who is greater in the kingdom of Shamayim? And Yeshua called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, truly I say unto you, except you be converted and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of Shamayim. What do you think that means? So except you be converted and become as little children. Is he saying like, do like off of the clumps and go back into a baby?
Yeah, humble yourself. Like be brand new.
Humble yourself. Exactly. That's what he said, right? He says, whosoever therefore shall humble himself as a little child, you're on the right chapter. As a little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of Shamayim. Whoso shall receive such one child in my name, receive me. So it's talking about a little child who's humble, who believe in the Most High, right? It says, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me. What do you think it means to offend?
Stand up for him. Stand up for
Hurt their feelings, talk about them bad. What else? They feel bad. Remember, these is one of the Most High's children. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if somebody do that to your child, right? So if your child in school or whatever have you, and you got kids who making fun of them, and then they come over and say, hey, can I get a corn dog? You're not going to want to give them no corn dog. Hey, you was just already talking about my kids. Right? So it's the same way. Don't offend them in no type of way. He didn't even get specific. He said, if you offend them, this is period. Right? And this goes for y'all too. You don't offend some, you don't want to offend nobody, but definitely don't offend a believer.
So pretty much if you come to the Most fire anybody.
Anybody.
Do anything, they is better off with a millstone around their neck.
Yep. He said, I'm going to bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. It go the same for them. If they do it intentionally. If it's not intentional, so let's just say if I hurt your feelings and you say, hey, you hurt my feelings, right? I got to make that right with you. But if I don't make that right with you and I intentionally offended you, I fall in the same category. Yeah, what's up, bro?
I don't know about that. I don't really do too much. I don't really do too much. I go off my own feelings and how that is. I feel like you shouldn't let nobody be able to, you know, what you are, you understand yourself. Whoever you believe in, you know, you understand everything. And whatever anybody else does to you, they all perfect.
So you've never been offended ever in your life?
I mean, it took a lot more. I didn't know everything. Actually, come with an action.
So what this is saying, not saying that you got to actually give something back. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody come at you and offend you in any type of way, you know what I'm saying? Now they got to deal with your creator. You know what I mean? So like you in a good space where you say it's gonna take a lot for you to offend me, right? But what if somebody cross that line and do that lot, and they actually get to you? They actually say or do something that make you feel a certain type of way. It's not for you to go back and retaliate, but it's for you to recognize if this is what you believe in, right? Or for the believers that you don't have to deal with that person because your creator is going to deal with that person in whichever way he's going to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's great to be in a space where you got to do a lot to push my buttons. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to have people in life. It's like, I want to test that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ever heard the saying, yeah, I'm going to test your gangster. It's going to be people that's going to be on that. That's going to be on that. You got to know that you got an advocate that's going to deal with that. Where I ain't got to retaliate. You know what I'm saying? It's like what people call karma. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that.
Advocate that's going to deal with that. You the person that deal with that.
In certain situations. Now, if somebody trying to come at your life, you defend yourself. An advocate, somebody that's on your side, somebody that's actually maneuvering on your behalf. You know what I'm saying? When I say advocate. To do it yourself? Absolutely. But then that mean that you're going to do the right thing. In what way? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You said if somebody want to come to you and they want to fight, right?
I could be a person that try to deter them from that and be like, look, try to talk to them what's going on. Like, really, that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
It's better just to be like advocate on my side.
Both of those are the same thing. The action, the wrong action to take is just square up and fight. You know what I'm saying? Now you like, I'm taking it in my own hands and I'm going to meet force with force. You feel what I'm saying? But like you said, it's something deeper going on with you. I would rather talk to you to handle the situation. Now, once I come to you and I try to talk to you and you continue to want to do whatever you want to do, now whatever happens, it's not on me. You know what I'm saying? This ain't. I tried to squash the situation. I tried to bury the hatchet, so to speak. But now, whatever happens, you're gonna have to deal with something else, something greater, something that's backing behind me and what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? Whether that leads to a fight or not, because your goal is to not fight, right? That's the goal. I don't want to fight. I don't want to get into no confrontation with you. Can we sit down and can we talk this out? But if you can't walk away. They chase you down. They hawk you down, and whatever happens after that. I'm not even talking about the physical thing that happened. I'm talking about when we dealing with this advocate. Whatever happens to them in that regard, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? So when you say taking it into your own hands and want to talk them down, that's the same thing as trying to walk away. You're trying to prevent the actual altercation. You know what I'm saying? That kind of put you in a better space with what that talking about? Okay. But as far as your question, like as far as offended in any way. But that's what the whole, remember we've been talking about the brotherly love. We've been talking about being conscious of other people. Like it's like when you're driving on the road, you're not just driving for yourself. Yes, you're driving to keep yourself safe. You're putting your blinkers on, but you're paying attention to what everybody else got going on around them because you're not just driving for you. If you see this car coming 1,000 miles an hour down the street, just because you got the green light don't mean you're gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm not just watching out for me, I'm watching out for these other folks. You know what I'm saying? Because if you keep going, even though you got the green light, you might injure yourself, but you might also injure that crazy person that's driving down the road.
So is it wrong to say, so let's say your child and somebody offends you, right? And they do it intentionally, and you see they down. Are you supposed to be like that? Are you supposed to be the most high? You know, that being prideful, like even like the scripture that says like Psalm 54 says, I will see the desires of my enemies. So like, not that you say it in a happy way, but like you acknowledge it, you see what happened, and like even to yourself, you might be like.
Hold on, I got a script for that. I just don't know exactly what it said. Hold on one second. Yeah. Hold on one second. Okay. Proverbs 20. Yep. $24. Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 17. Proverbs. So the question is, when your enemy, or when you got somebody that hold on, I'm opening it. Proverbs 24. When your enemy, or when you got somebody that's offended you or whatever have you, when they actually get dealt with, when you see they downfall, do you? Like I told you this was gonna happen.
Like you acknowledge it, and then you like revert back to the scripture that says that this will happen.
Well, let this put it in perspective. Because this is what's gonna make the difference. 24:17. It says, "Rejoice not when your enemy fall, and let not your heart be glad when he stumble, unless Yahuwah see it and it displease him, and he turn away his wrath from them." You know what I'm saying? So when you're looking at your enemy going through what they're going through after they done did what they did, it ain't for you to be like, see, I told him he was gonna be, you know what I mean? Don't let that cheer you up, because like you said, it's gonna puff you up. So the Most High gonna look at that like, man, it's not even about you being sorrowful no more. Now you're glad that you see your enemy fall. When he told you over here in Matthew that you're supposed to pray for your enemies and for those that despitefully use you. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High Himself says, "I have no pleasure in the death of him that died." Right? Which means He don't take pleasure in getting at people. He would rather them do right. You know what I'm saying? In the same way for us. Hold on. They take us back. Chapter 24, verse.
Daddy? That's me. That's my no. I can't. Hey, guess what, guys? I gotta tell you, this is monkey. Chill, scared monkey. Remember, this is beef. She goes like, this is how she just scared me. Like him when he's spinning the rain. Remember when he came and he was like, I'm not scared of nothing. And then when he took the VR, he was like, I'm scared. No. He was scared, Baldy. He was like, no. Did you show him that video that we saw? Did you show Sheila that video that you showed us?
All right, y'all. Let's bring it back. All right, let's bring it back. Let's close it out. Hey. Let's bring it back right quick. Psalms 133. So would it be in the companion mean, fellas? Lady? Or what? United, right? So Psalms 133. Let's close it out. It says, behold, how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. So again, once you got that companion, once you got that friend that you can trust, right? You got to make sure that y'all dwelling together in unity. Don't offend your brother. Help your brother, right? Because 2 is better than what? 2 is better than 1. All right. 2 is definitely better than 0. Shalom.